Hello and welcome to Unpacked. It's Jack once again, and we have today a fabulous power supply, the Corsair AX1500i. Cue the intro. So yes, this is the Corsair AX1500i 80 plus titanium power supply. Yes, you heard me right. Not bronze, not silver, gold, or even platinum, but titanium. Now, while this isn't the world's first 80 plus titanium power supply, it is Corsair's first, and Corsair once again has set the bar ridiculously high. So what does 80 plus titanium mean? Well, the 1500i operates at 94% efficiency, or in this case, you might as well just call it 90 plus rating, because it's at least 90% efficient. So what else makes the 1500i special? Well, it uses a digital signal processor, which means all the power is digitally controlled. It also features a 12-volt rail that has 125 amps on that specific rail. So what does that mean for the end user? Well, even if you were to use the most demanding hardware like say two 295X2s and Crossfire, you won't have to worry about your hardware being underpowered. Since the PSU's design is fully digital, it allows for not only high efficiency but also low heat output, meaning the power supply is able to operate at around 450 watts without the fan even kicking in. So it's actually possible to have a silent gaming experience. Another feature of the 1500i is the Corsair Link interface. This is the diagnostic tool that can record and monitor real-time power usage, efficiency, and also adjust fan profiles. So what else can you come to expect from such a high-end PSU? Well, let's take a look. I've already taken the opportunity to unbox it off camera, but the Corsair power supply comes obviously in its standard cardboard box, and inside that box we have another cardboard box. Inside of that cardboard box, we have the soft foam that we all know and love. It's nice and thick. We've got about an inch of support on all sides, right? So even if this was dropped during transport, or if you went on move and you repacked everything, your power supply would be good to go. Up next, we find documentation, a warranty guide, and also a manual that's in 7 languages. Speaking of warranty as well, the AX1500i comes with a 7-year warranty. So good on Corsair for that. Next up, we find a thick gauge power supply cable. Now, this isn't your standard ATX power supply cable, so make sure you don't lose that, or else it renders your power supply useless. And finally, we have a small little Corsair badge, case badge. Nice to see Corsair still includes those. We got about 10 zip ties, and as well as 4 black screws. So such a high-end power supply, you would expect to find black screws and not just weird silver ones. A lot of attention to detail was paid here. Good job, Corsair. Now let's move on to sort of more of the main attraction. Let's first start off with the cables. So this Velcro bag is actually where all the cables are stored if you're not using them. Now if we dump one all out, we can get a better look of what it was included. So first off, you'll notice that there isn't cable sleeving on the power supply cables. And that's because all the cables come in this sort of like ribbon style cable. So it's nice and low profile. So it makes cable management inside a cramped case a lot easier to manage with. So take a look at that. It's nice and thin profile there. Awesome. Everything's all black. There's no stray colors anywhere. So good on Corsair for keeping that theme going. But as you can see here, it comes with a ton of cables. I mean, we have here 8-pin PCIe, we have the 24-pin SATA, 8-pin CPU, we have the Corsair Link cable, we have some Molex, awesome, more PCIe, another 8-pin power supply, Molex, SATA power, we have a motherboard USB header to a mini USB, and a SATA power, we have more SATA power, and we have more PCIe connectors, 2 floppy power cables. Now, I understand that sometimes I make fun of the floppy powers being included, but some people still use floppy disks. We don't know why. But some card readers out there actually use the floppy power for power instead of saying SATA connectors. So that's why they include 2 of those. Also, if you're still using floppies, I'm sorry. Right, so we have Molex and finally another PCIe adapter. So if you can't find the cable you're looking for in this big, nice pile. You're doing something really wrong, right? So let's put all the cables aside and go over the main attraction, the AX1500i. So inside this nice black sort of velvet velour-y bag, we find another bag, this time a plastic bag. There's nothing else in that one, all right? And you notice right away that the AX1500i is a lot longer than your standard power supply, obviously. It measures in at 225 millimeters by 150 millimeters by 86 millimeters. That's length, width, and height. On the back, we have a sticker that says silent operation at low to moderate loads. So meaning that even though the fan isn't spinning, doesn't mean the power supply isn't working. Speaking of fans, that is a 140 mil fan on the top there with a nice fan grill that matches the nice stamped metal on the top there. And we have a AX1500i sticker here and here, so it doesn't matter if you have it fan up or fan down, the sticker will be showing the right side up. On the back, we see where that beefy power cable goes. Like I mentioned, it's not a standard ATX, so make sure you keep that. And we have a power switch and some nice classic honeycomb mesh. And finally, the other side is where we connect all the cables. We have the peripherals, we have the 24-pin, all the PCIEs and the CPU, and all the accessories and SATAs on the bottom. We have the Corsair Link COM port, USB COM port, the 12C COM port, and the self-test button to make sure that everything's working without you having to try and troubleshoot everything. At the end of the day, the AX1500i is a monstrous power supply. It allows for on-the-fly performance optimization with its digital signal processor. It's super efficient, being rated for 80+ titanium certification. With its low heat generation, it also allows for low noise operation since the fan won't be spinning. And Corsair Link allows for real-time configurations of things like fan speed modes and selecting between different rail modes. And it all comes with a 7-year warranty, as do all other AXI series of power supplies from Corsair. So how big of a hit on your wallet can you expect? Well, as of filming right now, the AX1500i is available for $499.99. Yep, $500 bucks. I mean, what else do you expect? It's a 1500 watt power supply. I mean, if you're going to have high-end hardware like a 295X2, say even just one of those, that's about $1,700. So you get two of those, that's $3,400. So it's safe to say that an extra $500 to make sure that your hardware is up and running quite smoothly and without any power glitches, I say it's well worth it. But NCIX is here to make things a bit easier on your wallet. Use the shipping code linked down in the description for a percentage off of shipping or whatnot. But it is available only for a limited time, so use the coupon code ASAP. That's pretty much does it for the AX1500i, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let us know if you were ever to buy a high-end power supply. Would you go with the AX series, and why? Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. We will see you later.